Hello everyone, this is Dr. Robbie Fletcher, Superintendent of Lawrence County Schools. First and foremost, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video concerning the double nickel tax levy that will appear on the upcoming November ballot. This will be an extremely important vote that will directly impact you and the children of Lawrence County. In this presentation, I will address 5 main questions that were included in a flyer that has been distributed both as a hard copy and as an electronic copy. Throughout the presentation, I'll be asking you to vote for this levy because this will be an investment that you can make in our students. In the flyer that was distributed both electronically and in hard copy, there were 5 main questions that were asked and addressed. Number 1, what will the levy look like on the ballot? Number 2, how much are we asking you to invest in our kids? Number 3, how much money will be given to us by the state? Number 4, what will your investment do for our kids? And number 5, what will the funds not be used for? Over the next 5 minutes, I'll be breaking down the flyer to your right by using these 5 questions. We'll get started now. Question 1. What will the levy look like on the ballot? When adding this question to the ballot, we wanted to talk about what the tax money will do and what it won't do, because the voting booth may be the first time that some voters see the levy. In short, we wanted to provide as much information as possible without making the levy several pages long. Furthermore, we are required to include the words for or against the levy and the rate of the levy. So here's the final product. A double nickel equivalent tax with matching state funds will allow the school district to build a new Louisa West Elementary School and make repairs and upgrades to Blaine, Fallsburg, Louisa East, Louisa Middle, and Lawrence County High School. This only impacts real and personal property. It does not impact other taxes such as utilities tax, motor vehicle tax, sales tax, etc. With this in mind, are you for or against the Lawrence County Board of Education's levy of a double nickel equivalent tax rate, which is currently valued at 11.8 cents on each $100 valuation of real and personal property to raise funds that would be dedicated to major renovation of existing school facilities, new construction, transportation needs, and related debt service? Are you for or against? Again, of course, we are asking that you vote for the levy. The second question that is answered in our flyer is, how much are we asking you to invest in our kids? The simple answer is, it depends on the amount of property that you own. If you do not pay property taxes, then you will not pay the double nickel tax. Also, the less property that you own, the less you will pay in the double nickel tax. Keep in mind, the average property owner in Lawrence County has between $70,000 and $80,000 of property. If you are in this range, you would pay between $82.60 and $94.40 per year. Again, this is paid once a year when you pay your property taxes. And keep in mind, this does not affect utilities, motor vehicle, sales, income tax, or any other tax other than your property tax that you pay once a year. You can refer to the chart to the right to get an estimate of the investment that you would be making with the double nickel tax. All you need is your property value, that is the column on the left, and then the corresponding additional property tax through the double nickel is on the right. The third question addressed, how much additional money would be given to us by the state if we pass the double nickel tax. When a school system passes a recallable nickel tax, the state legislature has always equalized or matched the funds. I have talked to 2 different governors, multiple legislators, and even Rocky Atkins. If we expect to get these matching funds, we must first show that we have, using their words, skin in the game. This skin in the game would be demonstrated by our passing the nickel tax. Also, with the rising cost of construction, the latest estimates for building a new elementary school are between $27 million and $30 million. If you look at the graphic, the money would be up to $40 million with the matching funds. But keep in mind, we have other needs in our district, and that's addressed in question 4. But to go over the chart, currently, as of spring 2023, the school system had $15 million in bonding potential. The additional nickel tax from local tax money over the next 20 years would be $11.5 million. The additional state match would be $13.5 million. Again, our double nickel investment from local taxes over 20 years would be $11.5 million, and the state additional match would be $13.5 million, which would bring us to a total of $40 million in bonding potential. The last thing I'll say is this. Think of bonding potential the same way as if you were going to buy a new home. If you were going to borrow money, this is the amount of money that you could borrow from the bank. It's the same thing with bonding potential for schools. We can bond or borrow, if you will, $40 million for our projects at this point. This brings us to our 4th question. What will your investment do for our kids? There are several needs that are listed in our district facilities plan. You can find that district facilities plan that has been approved by our Board of Education on our district website, or you can find it at the website that I have listed at the bottom of this slide. Some of our top facility priorities include constructing a new Louisa West Elementary with preschool through 2nd grade classes. Next, repair the roof at Louisa Middle School. Also, secure all schools with safety vestibule areas that are similar to what you'll find at the entrance of Lawrence County High School. We would also like to add new cafeterias that are separate from the gyms at Blaine and Fallsburg. Louisa Middle, Louisa East, and Lawrence County High School already have cafeterias that are separate from their gymnasiums. We think that a similar setup would only be fair at Blaine and Fallsburg. We do need upgrades to all sports facilities at all schools. This includes the gyms at Blaine, Fallsburg, Louisa East, Louisa Middle, and the high school, as well as our football field, our baseball field, soccer field, and others. We also would like to consolidate the 7th and 8th grades at Louisa Middle and rename the school Lawrence County Middle School. In this process, we would keep 6th grade classes at Blaine and Fallsburg while moving the 6th grade students from Louisa Middle to the elementary level at Louisa East. Some other notes that we'd like you to keep in mind. The cost of facilities has increased tremendously over the past 5 years. Our first quote for building a new Louisa West was around $17 million with site prep. This was about 5 to 6 years ago. Now that cost has skyrocketed to between $27 and $30 million. This is why a double nickel is necessary. Also, something that we didn't mention earlier, we would like to add a new auditorium at the high school, and this is included in our facilities plan. Another item we'd like for you to consider is that we can purchase buses with the money raised through the double nickel tax. Unfortunately, buses have seen a similar increase. In 2021, a 78-passenger bus cost approximately $123,000. The same type of bus with the same specifications now cost $181,000. So again, please consider what your investment will do for our kids. Whether it be new facilities or new buses, our kids are worth it. There have been many misconceptions about the double nickel tax and how the money will be used. That is why we came up with question number 5. What will the funds not be used for? First, the double nickel tax funds will not raise the salaries of school employees. These funds must be used for construction and or transportation, which includes buses. Also, it will not increase any other taxes. Utilities, motor vehicle income, sales tax, etc. will not be impacted by the double nickel tax. Again, you will only pay the double nickel tax with your property tax that you pay once a year. To close, we appreciate your taking the time to watch this presentation. I believe that our Board of Education and our staff members have been good stewards of your tax dollars, and we have taken care of the facilities and buses that we have. Unfortunately, as time passes, facilities and buses must be replaced, and that costs more money than ever before. We ask that you consider voting for the double nickel tax. It is up to us as a community to provide the best that we can for our kids. So, we need your help. More importantly, our kids need your help. So here's the real question. Are you willing to invest in our kids? If so, please vote for the double nickel tax levy that you'll see on the ballot in November. As always, I thank you for being all in.